Hey everybody, Kerry from Bab Speed Warehouse today, coming to you from Southwest Florida, and our deal of the day today. And I did promise you guys, I gotta get a drink, I'm thirsty, excuse me. I make my own iced tea every day, delicious. All right, so I promised you guys that I would tell you what happened with Dusty, and at the end of the video, if you want to stay tuned, I'll talk about Dusty for a little bit. But today we're going to do Boulder Opal. And I've got some Boulder Opal here. We bought quite a few years ago. It is from Australia. And it's very interesting. You'll see them. The brown in them is the potch. That is where the opal grows. That's the rock that opal attaches itself to, or the water attaches itself to. Um, and then it dried out and created silica and created opal. Now, this opal doesn't have fire, it just has color in it. If it had fire in it, very, very, very expensive. And I'm trying to get you into Boulder Opal, very, very, very inexpensive. And that's what we're doing with these. We're going to get you into them very inexpensively. I think prices start at $9 a strand for a 4 millimeter, $15 a strand for a 6 millimeter, and like $18 a strand for 8 millimeter. And of course, if you spend $25 or more total, you're going to get 10% off that price. It's an interesting stone. Again, it doesn't have the flash, the brightness of color you like in opal, but it is opal. It's got more solid color, different colors. It's really interesting. I guess what we should do is we should look at it, and here it is. So today's deal is on Boulder Opal. Boulder Opal is from Australia. Now, what you're seeing, let's get the bigger ones out. You can see. So the potch is the brown, and the opal is the other colors, like these pinks. And that's opal. That's the potch. Now, what potch means is a stone that it grows in. Obviously, opal doesn't grow per se, but how it works is water uh, came down millions of years ago and seeped into the rocks, and the water evaporates, and silica is left there, which then forms into opal. It's a real simplistic explanation. But these are just really, really different, and I'm blowing them out at a heck of a clearance sale on them. Just in their own right, they're really cool bead for the price, let alone the fact that they are Boulder Opal. An Australian Boulder Opal. So we got 4, 6, and 8 millimeter. Let's see, 4 millimeter, your 6 millimeter. I don't have much in the 6 millimeter. I think I have 5 strands left. And the 8 millimeter. Most I have is the 4 millimeter. It's just something really different. And a really good price. It's a really cool bead. These 4 millimeter ones are really cool. All right, we've got the 4, the 6, and the 8 millimeter. You can see that it's not flashes, those bright flashes of color. It's color, but it's more of a solid color. It's almost a spidering, it looks like the potch with the rock that it grows. It kind of spiders around the opal, so you've got some opal circles. It's very cool. Very cool. Strands are 16 inches long, and of course, the price is excellent on them. We have a lot of 4 millimeter. We have a very limited amount of 6 millimeter, and a few more in the 8 millimeter. So if you want to buy Boulder Opal, if you want to own a Boulder Opal, I should say, for you metaphysical people out there, and you can put in the comments section. So, what is the metaphysical properties of Boulder Opal? I'm curious. I'm curious what you have to say about that, and maybe your stories about opals. So put it in the comments section, and I will read them, and I might even reply to some of them. All right, let's get to Dusty. Poor Dusty. Well, we had a video of Dusty in his socks, and that was working really, really good. And I'd take him out for a walk, and he was just strutting around, feeling really good. And then we took him in the backyard, and we're fenced in the backyard. And there's other critters like bunny rabbits there, and dogs and bunny rabbits. Well, he took off after a bunny rabbit, and he tore his ACL. He was in great pain and couldn't move. So we rushed him over to the vet, and the vet said, "Yeah, he tore his ACL. Um, he's kind of like not really a good option for surgery. He's 11 years old." Um, so he gave us drugs, and he said, "Cut down on his food." Those of you that know Dusty, he likes his food. So I think this is the worst part for him. I'm having his food size right now. And we the first 2 days was really bad. He couldn't go out. He had to hold it in for 2 days. We're like, "Please, Dusty, pee already. Pee on the floor. We don't care. Just do it. Don't hold it in." And that would be too embarrassing for him to do. He just couldn't do that. So we got a sling. His Aunt Kim, had given Babs a sling because Dusty had trouble getting up without the socks. We solved that problem. So we used the sling to move him around, to hold up his back end and help his back end. He got to go out finally. And he finally did go out, and he goes out 3 times a day with the sling, with the help of the sling, and every day's getting better. He is getting better. He did walk on his own in the house, even though we don't want him to yet. He did get up and walk a little bit, limped. We don't want him to because we want it to heal. According to the doctor, scar tissue needs to occur to go and help that. So we're building up his strength, and we're walking him with the sling, not too far, and we're dieting him, and every day's better. So I know you guys love Dusty. Those of you that come into the store love Dusty. He won't be in the store for a little while. As a matter of fact, Babs won't be in the store for a little while because she's at home with him. We don't want him to get hurt anymore. We want him to rest that. So when he needs to maneuver around in the house, we put the sling on him, help him up, take some of the weight off of it. We've tried braces, and braces just don't seem to work on his body type. So hopefully he'll get better where we don't have to use a sling on him. I think he's getting to that point soon. But it's just, he's going to walk with a limp. I think he's going to walk with a limp for the rest of his life. But that's okay. He doesn't seem to care. All he wants to do is cuddle. He wants to eat and cuddle. That's it. And he wants you to rub his chest and rub his belly because that's what he likes. So that is Dusty's story. And I've got another story that I'm going to do, but I'm not going to do a part of the deal of the day. And it's a story about that you are your own best advocate in your medical care. It's just, it's a story about that, about how the medical field is screwing up things with me. It's whatever. I'll tell the story. I'm probably going to do the video today sometime. I don't know when I'll put it up, but it's about Lee Memorial Health System and their doctors, and how attentive, not so much attentive, but I think a lot of them are going through the motions and not actually doing their job, and I'll explain why in the next video. All right, that's it for me. Another long video for you guys. For me, a long video is 8 minutes. All right, bye. Subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. Get yourself some of the Boulder Opal. I think you're going to like it. And I'll see you in the next video, which should be about Lee Memorial Health System. We'll talk to you later.